how to manifest true love. And I'm absolutely serious. So this video is going to be kind of two major parts. The first one, I'm going to go straight into the law of attraction teachings. And then the second one is going to be more practical stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I want to, right off the bat, I'm making it sound like the second part is not the law of attraction. And that's actually kind of one of the things that we need to talk about. Okay. Let me read you something. Okay. Let's see. That's chapter 6. Here it is. Okay. Okay, so this is from Ancient Hermetic Philosophy. The Divine Paradox. The half-wise, recognizing the comparative unreality of the universe. So in other words, most people, when they focus on the law of attraction, they think, okay, it's this magical, mysterious force, right? And they're right. Now, magic is just science undiscovered, right? It's only mysterious because people think, well, we haven't explained it yet. We have explained it, but maybe you just haven't found somebody to explain the science, which is one of the things that I'm good at. That's why people like me. You know, I've got my law of attraction course now on my website, Manifest Your Dream Life. I've signed up like 350 people already, and we just launched in June. But that's only half the picture, guys, right? The great mystery, this mysterious force, the law of attraction, which again, you know, scientifically, I can explain the mechanism, like how that works and why it works. And quantum science, quantum physics is what is starting to prove that out. But that's only half the picture, the magic behind it. And anyway, if you go a layer deeper into consciousness, the consciousness, which is actually the driving force behind the law of attraction, that's always the great mystery, right? So once again, listen to this again. The half-wise, recognizing the comparative unreality of the universe, right? Like, wow, you mean to tell me that this isn't even real? We're making this all up? Yeah. That's fucking awesome. Okay. The half-wise, recognizing the comparative unreality of the universe. Imagine that they may defy its laws. Such are vain and presumptuous fools, and they are broken against the rocks and torn asunder by the elements by reason of their folly. So in other words, what they're saying now is, okay, you get that there's the mystical, magic-y part of this, right? But you're ignoring the practical matters. You're ignoring the practical matters, okay? The truly wise, knowing the nature of the universe, use law, capital L, law, against laws, lowercase l, law against laws, the higher against the lower, and by the art of alchemy transmute that which is undesirable into that which is worthy and triumph. Mastery consists not in abnormal dreams, visions, and fantastic imaginings or living, but in using the higher forces against the lower. So in other words, you're using this magical, mystical shit called the law of attraction, right? Against the kind of more ordinary 3D stuff, and you're okay with that. You just learn to work with things instead of against them. And when something manifests in kind of a unexpected way, seemingly, or you kind of start seeming to get your way more, okay, and it's like easier for you to get your way, that's really what you're doing. You're using these higher forces against the lower forces, and the lower forces definitely include the density of 3D reality. So I want to get that out of the way up front. I'm dead serious when I say you can attract the lover of your dreams. Okay, but you got to work both sides of the coin, guys, the practical and the mysterious. Okay, so let's talk about the mysterious first. Well, I got news for you. It's really not that mysterious. The self, the soul, which is the driving force behind manifesting, it'll always remain mysterious, because that which says it is mysterious is the mind, the ego. It cannot understand the soul. The mind, ego, personality is mental. It's thought. It's conceptual. And I'm not saying that's bad. That's just what that is, right? But the soul is not those things. It's non-duality. It's consciousness. It's essence. It is essence. It's being itself, right? It's not thought. It's not concept. It's something else. And it cannot be understood. I mean, it doesn't need to. You can experience it as the self, which is consciousness. Okay? But to the mind, it'll always seem fascinating and cool and mysterious. And that's fine, because that makes this fun, this law of attraction business, right? Okay. So I kind of set the stage now, haven't I? I've given you a grip on some of these deeper teachings. So your body, mind, soul. We just talked about all three of those, didn't we? Now, how can I put these things to work? Well, you just have to understand exactly how they work. The soul is consciousness. It's the self. The mind is mental. It's thought. It's duality. It works on duality, yin yang, right? And then the soul is that oneness. It's that non-duality. So reprogramming the mind is easy when you realize that there is a programmer, which is consciousness. It's your attention, your very focus. So I've got thoughts of doubt over here that I could have what I want. And I've got thoughts that I haven't even thought of yet that you could reprogram. Positive thoughts, affirmative thoughts, and also emotions. So the mind includes emotions. Thoughts, emotions, metaphysical energy. And I've done a lot of videos about this. You can go watch my video from last week where I talked about how to get somebody to talk to you when they've ghosted you, right? It's called no contact or something like that. Somebody's gone no contact with you. And I want you to go watch that video, even if you're not trying to get somebody to from the past, right? Because I explain your daily spiritual practice of how to do that, how to cultivate a belief. So it's all the same thing. You could take what I'm talking about in this video and apply it to a new person that you want to manifest, or even some money, or a new job, or a vacation, or whatever, a big house, right? Anything you want. And you're actually using the quantum field, the metaverse, the divine matrix, as Greg Braden refers to it, as a way to manifest what you want. You're tapping into that. That field is infinite. And again, quantum physics is proving this, guys. This is not like quantum physics is proving all of the stuff that ancient Hermetic philosophy has been talking about for thousands of years, guys. And you are technology. You're a machine, and you're plugged directly into that divine matrix. Okay? So you just have to understand how to do this reprogramming. So you've got your thoughts of doubt, and you can start plugging new thoughts in there. Okay? And I'll tell you exactly how to do that in last week's video, the one about what to do if somebody goes no contact. But you're taking the technique that I show you in that video, which is a daily spiritual practice, and instead you're just applying it to, okay, I want to get somebody new, and I believe I can. And you kind of coax yourself into having these deeper kind of spiritual experiences, right? Faith. Okay? And you're going to start to notice a switch in how you feel about it. And you're going to start to feel this internalized knowing that I think I can do this through your daily reprogramming. You've got your thoughts of doubt over here, and you just say, no, thank you. And you switch over here and you go, I know I can do it. And you just kind of keep doing that again and again and again, again and again and again, again and again and again. And also with your daily spiritual practice, which is what I'm going to teach you in last week's video. And you just make it a new habit of reprogramming. And it takes time. This is the other thing that frustrates people with manifesting is the time delay. Why does this take so long? Why doesn't this seem like it's working? It is working. You just have to take your time. And guys, remember, this takes a long time. That's one of the things that this Hermetic teaching is telling you, right? The divine paradox. You have to work with density. You have to work with 3D physical reality, okay? You can't resist it. Yeah, 3D reality is dense. It takes a while. It could take you 6 months, a year, before you even start to feel, wait a minute, I think it's going to happen. And then 6 months after that, that's when somebody shows up in your reality. But guys, if you're looking for a life partner, isn't that worth it? Of course it is. Of course it is. Now, let's talk about, so we just talked about the mystical-y stuff, that reprogramming. And again, if you're thinking, Kurt, something missing, you didn't really explain it all, right, go watch last week's video and use that same technique. You're just trying to manifest a new person. It's a daily spiritual practice, okay? And manifesting a person is a little bit bigger than manifesting a text message. So it might take longer. There is a time delay. Density is slow, but you can do it. You really can. If you just commit yourself to this. I'm going to do this for a year and I'm not going to stop. This daily spiritual practice, and you've got a choice to make. The mind is duality. Do I believe the feelings of doubt, or do I believe this new thought that I'm implanting? And by the way, who is you that's believing one or the other? The soul, consciousness. Okay? And this is the mystical part of the law of attraction that can't be explained by the mind. That there is a you that's causing this change in density. Albeit slow, it works. It absolutely works, guys. You put that energy out there into the divine matrix, and it takes time, but eventually, 3 months, 6 months, a year, whatever, that energy is gonna start coming back into density, and you're gonna start to see it. You're gonna get people flirting with you a lot. It works. Now, again, let's go to the second half of this video, a little bit more practical. You can start by going over here. Look at your screen. If you're just listening on audio, look at your screen for a second. Okay, so as of the recording date of this video that you're watching, I'm not doing a ton over here right now, but I will be blowing it up, this year here, 2023. I'm going to start doing a lot more over here. So just find same name, New World All-Star. And I do talk about that on this YouTube channel sometimes. I feel like it's hard for me to be like really honest with you about what I want to say. And I'm not going to get into the reasons why. But let's just say this is a better place to do that, because there's a lot of misconceptions in the dating marketplace about how relationships work. And again, guys, I can't stress this enough. You got to learn this part. You got to learn this part. The half-wise, recognizing the comparative unreality of the universe, right? The mystery. Imagine that they may defy its laws. Right. So you got to mind the practical matters still, guys. You got to do both. You got to do the mystical and you got to do the practical matters. Okay. In my Manifest Your Dream Life video course, by the way, I spend a lot of time on both of those, and I've got a lot of solutions on those videos, guys. But let's just go over some of the ones that you can do right now to make yourself a lot more likely to manifest the man or woman of your dreams. Now, I'm speaking about conventional relationships in this video. If you've been watching this video the whole time, I should have said this at the beginning, but that's okay. Because all I did was talk about the law of attraction, really. But if you are a twin flame person watching this video thinking that anything I say in this video is going to help you with your twin flame, don't do it. This is a law of attraction video. Go back to the True Twin Flame Teachings playlist. Don't use any of the stuff in this video for your twin flame. This is for conventional relationships. And for most people, this is a general YouTube video. I'm not an expert on like man-man relationships or woman-woman, those types of couplings. There's a lot of people out there who are. I know a lot of people who are like that. I just don't know if I'm qualified. I'm straight. I like females. And so this is for those types of people. So you could be a female who is straight or a male who is straight. That's what we're talking about in this video. If you're not, that's cool. I don't think I'm probably qualified to speak to that. So apologies there, but that's what we're doing in this video. This is for conventional relationships. So here's your advice. Here's how we're going to mind the practical side of the law of attraction coin. You don't want to be torn asunder. You don't want to break your back on the rocks of 3D physical reality. You have to mind all the laws of the universe, guys. So let's start with this one. If I'm a dude looking for a beautiful woman that I want to be with, what have I got to offer her? If you're a woman looking for a dude and you want to manifest a really cool dude, what have you got to offer him? Think about it, right? So they say in the law of attraction, well, Kurt, you have to be this or that energy to manifest one of the other things. Like if you're wanting to manifest money, you got to be the vibration of money. If you want to manifest a partner, you got to be the energy of what you would look for in that other person. When it comes to conventional relationships, guys, there's one thing that's a little tricky right there. The yin-yang of men and women. Okay? And men and women, they grow really great together. I mean, if you can find a good partner, man, it's great. You just flowing. I've had relationships like that in the past with just like a regular conventional, like a soulmate, not my twin flame, but a soulmate. And by the way, if you're watching this video and you don't know what I'm calling a twin flame, you don't want to know. It's horrible. The internet says twin flames are amazing. And, oh, you love each other. Oh, yes, it's the beautiful. No, it's not. It's not what the internet says it is, okay? Just stick with soulmates. So what would I be doing as a man to increase my value? If I'm yin and she's yang, how do I create that? How am I attractive to the opposite sex? So I got to think about what a woman likes. Okay, well, I'm already tall, and I know women usually like that, so that's good. If you're not tall, then, I don't know, you're going to have to really work hard at these other things. For example, I don't know, go to the gym, work out, lift weights, do things that masculine men do. That's what women like. They like confidence. Big time. Women love that. Confidence. Women like to feel safe. That's what they like. They like to feel, it's sexy. They love that shit, right? When you can make them feel safe, you're confident. Now, I'm not saying you have to do these things. And I'm not saying that this is what makes a real man. If you want my opinion, what makes a real man is whatever in the hell he says. That's what makes a real man. He gets to decide. But it's that kind of confidence that women really like. And there's maybe even just like a little dash, not a lot, but a dash of even maybe like cockiness in there. Not too much. You don't want to overdo that, because if you're too cocky, that's a turnoff. But we're talking like you got a whole big bowl of cookie dough and you put one dash of salt. You know how they tell you to do that like you're making cookies? And say, yeah, put 1 dash. And you're like, 1 dash? Okay. Right? Yeah, that's how much cockiness you need. Just enough. Just enough. Women love that shit. It's hot. They love a strong, confident man, right? So me, I like to work out, lifting weights. You just got to put a little time into it. Guys, I got to tell you, it's good for your health anyway. Exercise. I don't know, maybe get a better job, make some money. Women, they like it when the guy kind of has his shit together. He's got a plan for his future. Stuff like this, kind of the obvious stuff, right? If you want. Now, ladies, I'll tell you how to get a guy. How do I know this? I don't know, because I'm a guy. Some of you guys don't want to hear this. Hope you're ready for this. But here's the thing. It's not hard stuff. It's actually good news. I've heard some women get like kind of offended when they find out what a guy really wants. And it's like, why? Like, this is easy stuff. You don't have to work very hard to get a guy to like you. That's good, right? Okay, here it is. You got to look nice. And you got to be available. That's pretty much it, right? Let's be honest about this, right? So just be feminine, like long hair, fingernails, you smell nice, maybe you got a little bit of weight to lose. Go take care of that. Go seriously. Look, this is good for your health anyway. Like exercising, eating right, like shut down all the carbs and the processed food, lose some weight, get in shape, right? Guys, this is simple. You don't have to do this stuff. I'm just telling you what works, okay? Ladies, they like it when a guy is in shape and he's athletic. Well, guess what, ladies? Guys like that too. They like that too, and they like it a lot. Let's be honest about that. What do guys like? Pretty girls, right? Now, here's some other things that guys like. He likes to lead. He wants to make you feel safe, right? He wants to lead the relationship. He wants to feel useful. Guys love that. They love having a purpose in your life. And they really like it when you kind of fit into that purpose, I guess you could say. Not to say that you can't have your own, but this is why, like traditional gender roles, you've seen where like the guy would go out and work, and then we're talking a long time ago, but again, traditional gender roles, why they worked. I'm not saying you need to do this. I'm trying to get you to look at the underlying energy, okay? So don't get mad if I'm saying these things. I'm just using this as an example. But, back in the day, the guy would go out and work, and then the woman would be at home taking care of the home, making the dinners, all that kind of stuff. And the thing that men liked about that is that she fit into his kind of purpose in life, like just having a family and having a home and having a way of life. He would be the breadwinner. Now, taking that same energy, like how could you do that in modern times? And I mean, it could include something like making him a nice meal. Yeah, you could do that. But I don't know, man. That's just what guys like. Guys, they like it when you partner with them in that way. And again, like I said at the beginning of this part, some women might hear me say this stuff and they might get a little offended by it, but it's nothing to be offended by, guys. Okay, gals, ladies, it's nothing to be offended by because this is actually really easy. It's so easy to please a man. Really, we're very simple. Truly. Like, what can you do? Is there some kind of like servicey thing that you can do to like help him out? Like, I don't know, like, what is he doing? Is he running a business maybe, just for example? Well, can you help him out at the store? Give him some ideas for his business. I don't know. I'm spitballing. I don't know. But think about those traditional gender roles that a lot of people in modern civilization, they kind of get the gag reflex off of those things. And I don't, but that's fine if you do. It's just, I'm trying to get you to think here. Women, I'm trying to get you to think here. Like, what could you do? Think pragmatically. How could you step into his world in a sense? That's what guys like. They love that shit. Oh my God. When you're like a part of his world. You know what I'm saying? And it only works, gentlemen, if you're still watching, that only works if you have a world for her to step into. So that's what I said. Remember when I said earlier, men and women go better together if you do it right. Something along those lines. Yeah, men and women, there's a yin and a yang of it. So I'm just trying to give you like a big picture view. And I've given you little examples to try to get you to think that way. I'm not saying any of the examples I'm giving you are good or bad or that you should do that or any of that. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just trying to get you to think here about these energies, masculine and feminine energies, and why those types of tasks were the tasks that men and women did in the past. And again, here we are in this modern day. The energy is still there, guys and gals, right? Ladies, men, and ladies, the kind of guy that I think you would want to be with is the kind of guy who has a world for you to step into. That doesn't mean you can't have your own career and all that kind of stuff, but guys don't really care about that. We don't. Like, if you have a college degree, that's not really what's important. You know, it's just not. Like, if she looks nice and she laughs at my stupid jokes and she's a good companion, you know, maybe I take her on a vacation and she helps me plan the vacation. She'll make some phone calls. Yeah, you know, something like that. But I'm the one that's choosing where we're going. Do you see how that works? So she's like stepping into my world. And women, God, that turns them on, dude. When you pick the place where you're going to go eat out, right? When you're kind of like leading, they love that. They love that shit. Oh, they love it. It's hot. They love a strong, confident man. Yeah, I'll pick where we're going to go have dinner. And there's women sometimes they'll want to pick where we're going to have dinner. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, but usually the guy, it's better if you do that, gentlemen. It's better if you do that. Women, they view that as being confident. They're just happy to be with you, right? The woman, right? If you're a strong, confident man. So I think you guys are kind of starting to understand where I'm going with this. I hope. I'm not trying to piss people off. I hope I didn't make you mad with some of the stuff that I'm talking about today. But, you know, go watch this again. Maybe this will start making sense to you. Just kind of these different masculine, feminine energies. And you can start thinking about it too. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope I gave you some food for thought today. It's absolutely possible for you to do this, guys. I've seen people do it a lot. So get out there and do it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.